The following podcast has been paid for by Let Me Book the Territory.
In a world where A-Dub and E-Ray have left their mics, a man emerges from Bill and Ted's phone booth that also kind of looks like a DeLorean to give the people what they didn't even know they needed. He captivates the masses with his stories of quantum leaping from one wrestling era to another, comparing and contrasting the wrestling world of old with the wrestling world of today in only the way he can. Ladies and gentlemen, Let Me Book the Territory proudly presents The B.A. Show, featuring Sean from Fourth Rope Wrestling, powered by the Embrace the Turn Up Network.
BBBA show. Hey, yo. Can't be none other. Strumming on that Jimi Hendrix guitar, the air guitar, none other than welcoming you to another episode 17 of The B.A. Show. It is I, B.A.D.B.I.C. I know that big grand bring up. I don't do as good of a job as E-Ray, but I'm getting there. That man gets it going on the main show. But yes, it's B.A.D.B.I.C., a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. the beef of the motherfucking East, B.A. Bigelow, a.k.a. One B.A. Nation.
Jesus.
So many gimmicks.
The names.
So many gimmicks. So little time. So with that being said, the man put me over, as he always does, whether through the buttery sound you hear on a weekly basis on our main show and a bi-weekly here, or given the graps, the education of the graps, I should say, the professor of graps, I should call him, as far as letting us know, make sure that as we chill out, we respect the graps. None other than the wise man, the producer, Glock Bagwell this evening, the homie Sean. What's going on?
What is going on? And yes, I had to be Glock Bagwell today because Buff Bagwell's arguably my favorite WCW wrestler.
Whoa, didn't know that before we started recording.
Oh, just the gimmick alone, not the wrestling.
That is hilarious.
Just the gimmick alone, not the wrestling, okay?
So just the Buff, the stuff?
The Buff is off the stuff.
Not
No, not Buff is the stuff. Buff is off the stuff because that nigga be on some shit.
Yeah,
but other than that, yes, I am here putting over the graps, education on the graps, especially the WCW graps, because the WCW graps are some. Sometimes there's some forbidden graps and sometimes there's the golden graps. And today we kind of got a little of both, if I'm not lying. So
yeah, you could definitely say that. I mean, definitely kind of gave away where we're going this evening with the way the show has started, my stupidity as we open up. And to Sean's point, WCW was the home of the graps in the 90s and NWA in the 80s, late 80s, I'd say, as the territories vanished because of Daddy Vince. But yes, we are back in WCW land. The year is 1998, and this being spooky season, at least the wrap up of it, we felt we had to go back to a place we've been before, but just a different year. None other than Halloween Havoc of 1998. As always, from MGM Grand's arena that's connected to the casino in Las Vegas. I can only imagine those guys in Vegas every year, knowing when they're coming out, the debauchery that happens in wrestling, the debauchery that happens in Vegas. I can only imagine. Good Lord. That's had to been wild.
Wrestlers with cash in Vegas and drugs has to be.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, this is a place we've been before. One thing that jumped out to me as I cut this on the good old Peacock is cause Peacock. Pause. Around just the quality. I made a note. Shout out to Hannibal Buress. I was like, the WCW we watched in 97 with the Hogan and Macho disaster and Roddy Piper. 96 or 97. I want to say 96 as I think about, but regardless, doesn't matter. 98. These niggas is new money. Like 96, 97, old money. 98, they new money. For example, WCW/NWO. Somebody's in their marketing bag now. They're like, we got it. NWO is how we make money. This is how we pay the bills.
For life.
Right. for life. So they got to get it in the logo, get it in the marketing. Also, the Goblin. They even put it over at some point during the card. Like, what do you think of the Goblin, Braid? Like Tony talking to the Braid. He made some stupid ass comment about it, but yeah, new money WCW. I think honestly, like people want to always compare the US of A to the Roman times. To compare it to WCW, I feel like we're getting into the gluttonous era of WCW. Would you agree? Because we know it's coming in 2000, and you know how I feel about that shit. So I feel like this is like it's starting to lay the seed of such.
For pretty much, it's got that. You got that Ted Turner money, boy. So
yeah, man.
The pockets
TV money.
Yeah, the pockets run deep. Over with the Ted Turner money extended into old Uncle Eric's pockets. At this time, so they overhauled the shit out of this thing when they got some of the money, and they overhauled it. As of right now, it's a good overhaul, but then you kind of see later how that goes.
Right.
No, right now, great. And it's kind of funny how we're seeing Hollywood as soon as I'm talking about overhauling and shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
we just keep it rocking as we record these days. You know, we do our watch along, gang. So yeah, like right now, to the homie Sean's point, at least on our end, just as it just plays, Hogan's cutting that promo. To my point earlier, the Brandon NWO Monday Nitro, didn't see a lot of that out, but hey, I get it. Like, just put the motherfucking logo everywhere, man. It sells itself. So Hogan posing as he always has done so well in both brands. So yeah, man, like it's new money out here, bro. So with new money, as things change, some stay the same. With things staying the same, the opening match on this card, interesting, but a great graps as far as, or no. Did we have an opening match or was it an opening promo? It was a promo.
It was an opening promo. It was an opening promo.
The homie. Yeah. So Sean, if you will, if we won't get banned or fined by the E, I don't know if we can or not. Could we play that promo, you're thinking, or should we just talk about it?
We could play it, but since this, I don't know.
Nope. That's all I need to know.
I don't know.
We try to decide a cost of the VA show.
Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll throw it on in the back for us, but I'm not going to let that audio leak through by any means.
All right, fair enough. 7 seconds was I kind of running in the back of my mind. I was like, let me double check. Once my man said, I don't know, that means no in my mind. Because there's a no in there, not a yes. Use your brains, kids. So stay in school. Shout out to Brock
I've never
Lesnar.
heard that one before. That's a good one. Okay.
That just literally popped in my brain right now, but it makes sense though.
Good stuff. But no, I mean, if you want to talk a promo, so basically it's so what you were saying to start the card, we do have good graps to start the card first of all.
Yeah, of course. To that point,
it's Jericho, Lionheart Jericho. He is the champion. Jericho is your TV champion. Taking on Raven.
Tiny belt.
I hate
the belts are so tidy. I hate that. It just didn't look like a real belt. I
hate the look. It looks like the old WWF belts back from like the fucking 60s and shit. Like that. Like,
wasn't here for that. Give me my big gaudy shit. Like, give me my big gold. Give me my winged eagle.
I want a big piece of metal on my waist, boy. Like, I don't want no little scrap. No,
shit with that.
Nah, but they go for a WCW Television Championship match by in a submission match. But I guess the whole story was that Raven wasn't told in advance that he was gonna be booked.
Mm-hmm. That's the kayfabe or whatnot.
Yeah, and so Raven does this whole sad boy, well, what about me? What about Raven? type of shit. And so
sounds like such a pussy, man.
He sounds like bitch.
Yeah.
Big bitch.
I hate it. Because I'm just like, again, the fall from grace that other people have done for Raven's booking that's not named Paul Heyman has been egregious in my opinion. And seeing this, I'm just like, man, this isn't fucking Raven's character, bro. What are you doing?
That's a good point.
And then it just further exasperated that with the promo that he cut. And then to be made look like a bitch, basically, by, Lionheart Jericho in 98. No, Jericho has always had talking chops on him. So when Jericho smells pussy, he gon' bite, basically, every single time.
Right. Can't deny any of that. So no, with that being said, around this match, the odd start of it with Raven putting over the fact that he wasn't in it, but great promo to start it. Great in-ring chemistry. You can see that these dudes are very familiar with working with each other. Very good workers. Raven's always been a good worker. Jericho as well. So no shocker there. Jericho, they put on a nice little match here. It lasts roughly what was it here? It lasts roughly about 8 minutes, but it felt a little longer than that. But I think probably Raven droning on made it feel longer. But Jericho wins via Lion Tamer in typical Jericho fashion. Also, a thing, if you grew up playing WCW/NWO, shout out to Marketing Revenge. Like the taunts and all that stuff you would see on the game that would be weird, and specifically Jericho's and some stuff Raven would do too. Literally in this match, they do all of their poses, like their taunts in this match that you're just like, when did they ever do that? Halloween Havoc 1998, folks, if you're ever dipping in your nostalgia bag on your N64. But yeah, great little fun opening match. Like you said, the real life, like, it's weird that they opened up with a promo. I feel like they're trying to do some different things in this card. I don't know if they're doing this all throughout 98. We'll find out as we dip into the DeLorean every other week like we always do. But it's just a weird way to open up a card. Would you agree? Like with the promo? I mean, it was a funny ass fucking promo, but which I'll get to in a second. But did you agree with that?
Well, It's weird that they would open up with a promo, yes, but I feel like this is the way that you fix what you drones like to call Tony Khan booking. Right. So when you throw together a match that has no preconceived stories or, announcements, this would be the way to sell the match so people want to watch it. So Raven comes out, I didn't know I was getting booked. What the hell? I don't want to fight. Walks away. Jericho turns around. Oh, okay, you a bitch. I got you. Yeah, man, you ain't really about it. I mean, if you was really about it, you'd walk in this room and, square up.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah, and they turn around. Now you're like, oh, shit, what is he going to do? He going to go square up with him? So it gets you interested in the match where 10 minutes ago, you had no clue these two dudes were even going to fight. So kudos. Good booking there. I like it.
Very good point, man. WCW always in their bag with what they do with their under and mid cards here. Never mad at it. So after that, another promo, like we were just kind of alluding to, the Hogan and Bischoff promo. Hogan out there posing, talking his I should have at WrestleMania 6, but I can't say that legally, brother, because lawsuits. So yeah, because Hogan on this card, guys. Yeah. We going there as we get to the watch-alongs, but one of those matches this evening to kind of talk through this promo, we get a rematch that nobody asked for, nobody said they wanted to see again, in anyone's wrestling homie conversations was Ultimate Warrior, now Warrior, aka One Warrior Nation, versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Now we have a definitive heel versus babyface match. I wonder, like, my first question to you, Sean, as we get into the match, there's going to be a lot to just discuss during it, but as it's on my mind, what do you think Vince McMahon thought when he cut on TNT and saw Hogan and Warrior in the ring and knew, dealing with Warrior rather recently in this time horizon, a couple years before, when he popped up over there, that they were doing this? Like, did he think like, oh, I'm missing out on money?
If I'm Vince, if I saw this washed ass warrior get a phony fireball thrown at him,
man,
by this Hogan,
out of Hogan's joint bag,
I'm good. Oh God, yeah,
zigzags, and his easy widers.
I'm not finna be upset. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not finna be mad thinking I missed out on cash because facts. I'm not. Yeah, I won't get into the match, but
we'll worry about it.
But
there.
just Hogan right now. If we were talking about the promo that he's cutting, if I was Vince and I cut on Halloween Havoc and saw this, I'd be like, all right, this could draw me some money. It could have been good. But the Warrior, I don't think any single person inside of WWF was missing the Ultimate Warrior. I'm sorry.
What I will say is, according to the Warrior, as he is legally named before he passed, he said that he simply was brought back so Hogan could get his one off on him, since he got that one at WrestleMania 6. Now that doesn't usually Warrior can talk wild, and usually is talking wild when somebody puts a microphone in his face.
Seems legit.
But that seems very, very, very true, probably. So, he just brought him back to bury him and get him the fuck out of here, make him look bad, basically. Which probably is the case, because I'm sure it was well known that Warrior, how he was behaving in WWF and the demands he was making versus what he actually was able to do at that point in time. And they brought him in. I would love to know why they brought him in, but yeah, Warrior's convinced Hogan brought him in there just to embarrass him, which probably is true. Yeah,
I totally believe it. If
Title Terry don't play.
Oh God, yeah. Because if Hulk Hogan if he ain't chasing for a belt or about to win a belt, he gonna be burying somebody. To me, brother. He's pulling out the golden shovel and somebody's getting buried.
Listen here, brother. If I can't put that big thing around my belt, or my waist, excuse me, it ain't working for me. Not working for me, brother.
Not working for me, brother.
I can't put that. I'm not letting him put me over. I'm just gonna hold on to this thing. There's no way Bret Hart could beat me. Sorry. Anyways, sorry. So like I said, sometimes the spirit of Hogan can enter me, and this being spooky season, the spirits are alive here.
I'm him, Carmelo Hogan, brother.
I need to buy some sage or something. I need to honestly sage this house. I'm not even lying, but joking, but not. After that, we get a good old interesting match. We get Ming, the man called Ming, one of the most aggressive people backstage. If you ask anybody in a shoot interview on YouTube, who was the scariest dude in any locker room, they usually say Ming. He was that dude. But so it was him fighting Wrath as he's known in WCW, the former Adam Bomb in WWF, just a big mongoloid of a man. Does huge power bombs. He's also very athletic. Also believe he's passed away many decades ago. At this stage, he passed away when I was a kid. As far as Adam Bomb, I believe, like a little bit after this time frame. But yeah, they have a match. Pretty stiff because it's two big meatheads.
Big meaty men slapping.
Yeah,
meat.
Man. Pausing and going, I think. Anyways, but yeah. Thoughts, wise man?
What do you say about that? I mean, I know Meng. I don't know. I never really knew Adam Bomb or any, I didn't really know him. I knew Meng, but that's about it. I think this match is maybe 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it's not. We're probably giving it more juice than it deserves.
Oh God, absolutely. We've already put it.
I don't want Ming to come in through my house and beat me up. So that's why I was like, let me make sure I give this man his respect and put all the respect on his name.
Yeah, he looked like a Samoan. I wouldn't fuck with that.
And I don't want to say if he is or not. Ming, you can be whatever you want to be, sir. Just please don't come in my residence with all that smoke you bring to other grown men that openly say you're a scary man. You know you scary if other grown-ass men put you over in shoot fashion. So yeah, don't want that. Pause. Moving on. After that match, we get the first of two of Disco Inferno's matches. I feel like this episode title should be called The Ballad of Disco Inferno.
Because, the Ballad of Glenn Gilberti. Don't know.
We here now. I'm glad we're here. Thank you, producer / co-host. Glenn Gilberti the man, Disco Inferno the gimmick, right? So I was outside during this whole thing. Guilty pleasure. I don't think I've openly said this on podcast airwaves or not. I know these gentlemen I podcast with regularly know this. But I was a Disco Inferno fan growing up. I know if my brother listens to this show, he'd attest to it. They used to clown me for it, but it was something about that goofy ass shit that popped me when I would watch it, and it somehow made me think. I was like, and Glenn could work. Disco could work. He could work, and to the point of what I just said, the Ballad of Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno has 2 matches on this card. The first one coming up now, him and good old Juventud Guerrera.
It's so wild to say that.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, what is this? This is like a 12, 13-minute match or something.
And it
like,
was a good match. It's like,
yeah, solid. Very solid. 10-minute match. So, and you know how I feel about fucking tournaments. So this was some sort of like tournament match for a shot at the Cruiserweight Championship held by current champ in this era of time, Billy Kidman. The king of the shooting star press. So that being said, very good match. The graps are in full effect. Bobby Heenan had one of the funniest quotes of the night on a night of other funny quotes. As far as from our commentary group, says Disco Inferno at the time, he says this has Juventud in like a little like just like a sleeper on their knees or type deal. Like he's on one knee, he has him in the sleeper, and he says great weight distribution by Disco. Like just random. Like I was like the graphs man would appreciate that. Oh,
great weight distribution. Who the fuck even looks at that?
Funny as fuck, man. So, with that said, I watching this pay-per-view, I'm like, I gotta put Disco over, man. And people hate him on the internet these days. I get it. Like he was not my favorite person either on Twitter or anything like that. But he thinks he knows what he's saying because he kind of knew what he was doing back then. He had a shit gimmick. Fucking John Travolta essentially in Saturday Night Fever. Let's just call it what it is. The man came out there in 1995 through fucking 8, because then 99 is when they get into the whole he's in the Wolfpack thing, which is a whole nother discussion. Doing this awful gimmick, and he put it over. People love that shit, as you see on this pay-per-view, as you pan through the crowd. You see white people offbeat loving this goofy ass shit. Right, Disco Fever. Like,
look, there we go.
Yeah, man, we here now. So like it's I was like, that's why I was like, as I watch this, I'm like, all right, I gotta talk about my Disco Inferno little fandom I had when I was a kid, because I was like, this dude's like, look at these people, look at your green shirt homie.
There's the green shirt homie again.
Somebody's
look at him walk out, bro. Look at him walk out. Like this was like
the
coldest thing ever. I'm thoroughly convinced.
John Travolta Jr. gimmick, man.
If you would have gave like a dude with the physique like this and like the mindset of a Fandango, you would have made the next Disco Inferno, like, and slap him in NXT.
Yeah,
beautiful. It would work so well.
It might come back. Who knows? If he wasn't banned from most places, as far as Glenn Gilberti, how he annoys other wrestlers, might be a coach or something or an agent. But digress heavily.
Yeah, but I digress.
Yes. Shout out to Taz. So next, moving on, we get a Scott Steiner promo where he's doing Scott Steiner stuff.
Yeah, Scott Steiner promos are
problematic.
Problematic, sometimes incoherent.
Most.
God, Scott Steiner promos, if I'm just sitting there watching my TV, after I'm done with the promo, I have a lot of questions.
Right.
Like, why did you say that? Like, didn't he say he was chilling with a girl, like 2 baddies, one in the bed and then another in a box? And I'm just like, wait,
yes, he did. He did say he had a woman in a box.
I'm like, wait, what did you just say, bro? Like,
don't ask no questions. Just let the man talk about murdering women. Anyways, but yes, I don't.
The gimmick.
I don't remember Big Papa Pup ever. Like, he just gets nastier as far as his sexual words he says about women, which he also does a little bit in this promo. So he gives you a lot of stuff: murder, freaks, and hollering if you hear me. Holla. if you hear me. So yeah, you get a Scott Steiner promo. From there, you get the match of another interesting match with another interesting person of this time frame as far as dancing gimmicks go. You get Fit Finley, not the dancing gimmick, of course, versus Alex Das Wunderkid Wright.
Das Wunder.
So yeah, him and his weird hunch. I can't remember if this was on a former podcast episode or not. Forgive me, but no, because I do this entirely too much. I'm allowed to forget things. Moral of the story. But me and the homie Sean here talking about how at a point in time, Disco and Alex Wright combined shit gimmicks to become a shit tag team that people just ate up and said, give me more of that junk food type shit. Like the newest fast food spot, basically, is what they became. People's guiltiest pleasure. So yeah, that happens at some point. I can't wait till we can catch that in the DeLorean.
I think what was it? What was the first one? I think, did we review 97 where we talked about Inferno?
Yeah, I think that was honestly 97 with the no, I think it was 96. That was 96. Because I'm just thinking of the time frame of like Roddy Piper fighting Hogan. That was absolutely 96.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, so it was 96. I remember we talking about it. We haven't seen it yet, so it hasn't disgraced our screens, but we definitely talked about the shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it's wild, bro. So it was a 5-minute match. I think Fit Finley was there to do the job. Alex Wright beats him unceremoniously. Fit Finley just Fit Finley. I'm sure he must have liked Alex Wright or believed in him or something, because that's wild to me. To let him beat him in a 5-minute squash match, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty wild. Well, moving on to match number 5, fifth. We get Perry Saturn, versus Lodi.
This is the shittiest match of the night.
Yeah, this is former members of the Ravens flock. Ravens flocks, just give y'all some background, just the weirdos, the misfits. So they have a match, basically. I don't know what exactly is happening within the flock. I'm thinking that they must be breaking up because a lot of their members are just kind of doing their own thing, it seems. So thing that jumps off the screen in this match, Perry Saturn's outfit. What's going on here? Help me out here. Help me understand, wise man. What am I watching here? Explain this for me.
If I'm not mistaken, they said something about it was like the Army Rangers.
Sure.
It was some military thing that, and I get it. If you're just listening to this and you've never seen what we're talking about, you might be like, oh, how does a military thing look weird? No, this doesn't resemble anything of the military.
Nope. This looks the sixth member of the Village People.
It literally looks like BDSM Village People.
Yes.
It's very weird. And the fact that he chose this, like, you remember the scene in Dodgeball where they get the messed up uniforms, like they swap the boxes.
Oh yeah, absolutely, the BDSM uniforms. Yes.
Yeah. So this is what like Perry Saturn's uniform would be if he was in Dodgeball. That shit just looks weird.
Yeah, and shout out to Dodgeball, because I would align those outfits more with like Cenobite wear. Like if Cenobite had a dressing line, like, because I feel like to have to wear all that leather, you gotta you can't just have that shit custom made. You gotta kind of make it in bulk, I guess, if you want to make it cost. But regardless, Cenobite wear is what I would describe that. And Perry Saturn's very Cenobite-ish throughout his span of his career, as he just goes into all sorts of crazy and weird gimmicks. But yeah, this match, already talked about it too much. I think Saturn wins in like almost 4 minutes. Beats the crap out of him. Most of the match is happening outside of the ring as well. So yeah, Saturn beats Lodi.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this. We got it on our screen. His chin strap is different color than his head hair, and I don't really like it.
Yeah, this match sucks.
Yeah, that was pretty ass. Yeah, let's get past that one. So what was next? I'm sorry. That
no,
was
you're cool, man. We have then, speaking of the Ballad of Disco Inferno, we go to the B-sides now on his gold album of the Graps, basically. So he fights now, since he won that Cruiserweight Championship match. Like I said, it's his second match, and now he wrestles champion Billy Kidman. Him and Billy Kidman put on another good ass fucking match. I mean, he's in the ring with Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman's a worker. Fair enough. But so is Disco. You disagree or agree, wise man?
I'll give Disco his flowers this paper.
Oh shit. Oh, just this pay-per-view though?
Just this one. Absolutely. Just this one.
You can't just fake the graps, brother. You know that better than anybody.
I'll fake the graps.
You know you're the graps. What's he showing that you're in?
Not towards Glenn.
Shout out to Hogan in the G1. Like, what's he show you can part of the graps?
I have Dub's reaction to that every day in my mind.
Getting graps, getting affiliated with the graps is like when actors get their SAG card, they get their graps card. Like, oh, here's my proof of graps here.
I am official. I know headlock takeovers.
Remember since 1984 of the graps.
I got it signed by Bryan Danielson.
Right, exactly. That's big facts there. So no, as far as this match, like I said, Disco and Kidman put on some shit. Kidman's a great dance partner, great worker. They were really putting over the cruiserweight title in this period. This when Kidman got into his bag, so to speak, in this era. I know me and my brother love Kidman when the shit he was doing off the just the aerial stuff. He's just a very boring character, and kind of always was, and that's kind of what his bag was, like the quiet, crazy kid type shit. But it worked for him. Wasn't mad at it. Worked for him so well that even Hulk Hogan wanted to get in the ring with him and have a feud with him towards the end of the road of Nitro. Which we'll get into at some point. But were you aware of that, wise man?
I just know he wore jorts and did shooting star presses. That's
fair enough. Could argue he influenced John Cena's wear with the jorts. First one that jorted up. That's outside of the other flock freakazoids, but he was doing it in a more like, yeah, if I was gonna be in the flock, I'd dress like Kidman.
I feel that.
Because Kidman got on some shit like any nigga would wear for real. Like the beaters and jorts was the look of the 2000s for sure.
Deadass, if you took off the beater and put on some Adidas, he would look pretty similar to Cena. So you can't.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So, oh yeah. So I think now it's time to get into watch along season. We got some fire for y'all, man. We got some entertaining shit. We say what you want about New Money WCW, as I said it, open the show. There's some shit we about to watch along, y'all. Strap in. It's about to get fucking serious. First match we're watching along this glorious evening here of BA show viewing and listening. It's gonna be Rick Steiner and Buff Bagwell as they cut that promo earlier where Buff's got his back. Pause. Fights wrestles Scott Steiner and the Giant. I can't wait till as soon as we cut this match on. It's gonna be hilarious because there's things that immediately start happening as soon as they walk down the aisle, and then it's just fun from there. Technically speaking, we're counting this as one match, but the way they write this card up is technically two matches. We'll let it all play out because this is like for a right for Rick Steiner to wrestle his brother for 15 minutes or have the opportunity to beat his ass for 15 minutes or something. So that's why they had this match. They tried to make it impossible for him to come after the big bad booty daddy, Scott Steiner. So with that said, timestamp.
1 hour, 27 minutes, and 31 seconds is your timestamp.
Yes, and that is on the Peacock, pause. So yes, with that being said, wise man, if you will.
3, 2, 1, start. Oh, they actually had pyro on time. That's wild.
Oh yeah.
So how many injections did you think Scott Steiner did during this time, like per day?
Man, probably at least
syringes.
Quite a few, doing quite a few different things, I'd imagine. Too many to name. I'm glad he's still alive. So must have not been too wild. So I'll say that.
Dude's body could handle him. Shit.
Yeah. Then we also have the Giant that makes the tag team title look like a fashion belt a woman would wear. Does not look like a belt, brother. Also, Giant smoking a cigarette coming down to the ring. That was hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. As I live in this world where recreational weed and medicinal weed is only a phone click, a call, or a click on my app away, I'm just like, cigs, man. Message, truth.
It is
bomb.
98 though.
I know, man. Joe Camel and all that shit. He wasn't outside yet. There was a whole like thing of it's like cartoon characters being depicted smoking cigarettes because it would make kids want to smoke. But yeah, Joe Camel was cool. Shout out to that law because I thought he was cool.
I feel that.
But anyways, to your point, 98 people smoke squares. What I will ask you though, Shine, what kind of cig is it? Are we smoking menthols? Are we smoking reds? What is Big Show / the Giant smoking there?
Marlboro Red hundreds.
My money was on Marlboro Reds too.
Red
I was like,
hundreds, not shorts, hundreds.
Ooh,
hundreds.
Tall boy.
And he hit that boy in 2 drags.
For real.
Look at it, hit it again, throw that shit away.
Big is the facts. So now we got them like Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner. Rick Steiner in his best BDSM look. They got the dog collar around his neck, doing his best Mr. Slave impression from South Park, just with the wrestling headset on, basically. So much leather. That's all I'll say. And then you got Buff Bagwell, who's not even in gear. Oh, he's supposed to just be out here to watch his back. That's what it was. He's not even a part.
Yeah, it's not even supposed to be like. Well, no, this is supposed to be.
He's a tag team party.
This is a tag match.
So yeah, what the fuck, Bagwell? You didn't bring your bag, brother. You didn't bring your gear.
Well, didn't half of the NWO just come out in jeans all the time anyway?
Pretty much. NWO was just.
This is standard attire, buddy.
Yeah, facts. I can't deny any of that. NWO shirt, cut or just worn as normal. And blue jeans and black boots. That was the script of the NWO.
Yep.
That was the look.
And if you're Conan, you had shades and like the fucking weird backwards hat and shit like
the
that.
Flannel.
With gloves. Yeah.
Viva Raza.
Yeah. Other than that, that was the standard for it. Look at the Giant being a dick.
Yeah.
What belt is that? Is that tag titles or
the tag titles? WCW tag team belts look like toys as well.
That's why I was like, is that one belt or?
WCW belts sucked, man. They were not cool looking belts. The only thing that was ever worth anything, I don't even align it with WCW. It's like by default, it's NWA belt. Big Goldie, man.
Yeah, that's not
only
even
that graced their TV.
Belt, so.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But they took it over because they took over NWA. So, but that's a belt, man. Whatever they was doing before NWA was acquired was this bullshit, not this. I don't know.
The belt designers were fucking garbage for that shit.
Absolutely.
They start out beating this man's ass.
Oh yeah, Rick Steiner about to catch it. Pause. He ain't catching nothing. You know how he feels about that stuff. But anyways.
Hey man, he said what, brother?
Right, I was about to say he said it and yelled it at somebody. It's existing.
That doesn't work for him
at all. He is.
All right,
I'll
about stop.
Yes, we off it. We off it. Off it. Scott Steiner.
Anybody ever see why this motherfucker wears a singlet when he wrestles with like earmuffs and shit?
That's because he's the gimmick. He's the wrestler gimmick. He's just Scott Steiner. Like, look, man. Let me give you some Steiner Brothers history because Steiner Brothers was one of my favorite tag teams growing up. It's because they were. I mean, he never changed or updated his gimmick outside of just adding leather, as you see there. And Scott Steiner evolved his character. Like Scott Steiner became a whole ass different person. You think about how Scott Steiner used to look when he first came in. It's very fucking generic. He wore the singlet too. His brother with long hair is probably, I'm sure, how people looked at him. At some certain point in time, he thought, I'm about to do this blonde gimmick and super juice it out and get rid of the singlet. Like, he leaned into a heavy. Like, Rick just kind of just was like, just put Bite Me on my trunks. Make them leather.
Call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I think he just never just changed up from that gimmick, but outside of just, like, becoming the 90s version of it, that was really it.
Jesus. So, all right. That makes sense.
And he became like some sort of like, he works for like a school district or something. Like he's some sort of like prominent figure in a school district.
Scott Steiner or Rick
Not
Steiner?
Rick Steiner, yes, definitely not Scott Steiner.
I was about to.
No way Scott Steiner's on anybody's school board or anything, unless he's just not. That needs to be a skit. Scott Steiner doing like regular jobs. Like, you imagine Scott Steiner working like customer service, like at a cable company. Hey, motherfucker, you want this cable upgrade?
Trying to fuck niggas' wives and shit.
Hey, right. Hey, you sick of watching your porn and it just stops? Did you want business internet? Yeah, I know you're not a business motherfucker. I'm not stupid. I see the name on the bill. But don't you want it? It's so much faster. I watch so much porn at work. Like, you can just imagine Scott Steiner just talking like that.
Trying to sell you fucking internet.
Hey, fat ass.
He's fat. Oh,
fucking fat ass.
I love Scott Steiner.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Jesus.
So,
there it is.
Here we go. The turn.
Yep. The buff turn.
So, like we didn't see it coming from fucking a mile away. Buff Bagwell now turns on Rick Steiner. So now it is a 3-on-1 handicap match. For those not watching along. Scott Steiner took a sign from the crowd, I think, putting himself over Buff Bagwell in his Tommy Hilfiger jeans, runs back to the back. Yeah, man, it's about to get weird.
It's got to get fucked up. So
pretty much.
A little pose, some more posing. That muscle looks nasty. Jesus Christ!
It always freaked me out. I was like, how does a muscle look like that?
It looked like it popped out of place, and you had to like shut that whole back down.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Scott Steiner's physique, how fast it changed. It was just like, I don't know. Like right now, he looks kind of not bad, but there's a period of time where like I feel like 99, 2000, where he was just going crazy with it. Like he literally Big Papa Pump. Like,
and yeah, you could tell his body was not meant to handle all that.
No, he's huge.
Yeah, I know.
Huge. He just got crazy with it, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing him come out in the Royal Rumble and his arms had to be like this. He just like couldn't move them hoes. I'm like,
man,
yeah.
Trips was so pissed he came in out of shape.
Really? I didn't know that. That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's why they do him like that in that. That's why they like when he came in and they had that feud and they did all those arm wrestling matches and like weird competitions. It's because Scott Steiner couldn't wrestle because he's trying to get his win back in the background, so he could actually have the match. So they dress it up through silly ass promos and games and pose offs and arm wrestling match, like silly shit like that, because he couldn't hold cardio to wrestle a Triple H match, at least the shortest one he would be able to give and make it be good still. So
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, man. Holla if you hear me.
Most definitely. Oh yeah, so this hasn't even turned into the second technical match. So this is still the first one where Scott's getting beat.
Technically speaking. I don't know how. I mean, question, because why were they putting Rick Steiner over like this? Just because it was nobody else left, or is it because of the brother versus brother thing, which I feel like they've leaned to in the past, but never fully like this? I don't know.
I don't know either about that one. Not into great lengths about it at all.
Yeah, it's just something that stuck out to me. I don't know.
I feel that. One thing that is sticking out to me still is that I haven't seen Scott Steiner throw some offense in quite some time.
He's getting his win back too. This is before they told people that or at least he was out of shape.
No,
he got out of shape at WWF. Never mind. He still had matches.
I didn't watch the Steiner Brothers early with the jackets and shit. That was a lot.
Oh yeah, that was my shit, bro. That was my shit.
That was before my time, man. Sorry,
man. There's gonna be some point in times where we start getting into the older, like I've teased it before, the older school stuff. That stuff that I can at least speak to on an individual basis. And then I got some specialists if I need to run and gun. But yeah, man, it's insane how all of that like went as far as that goes. I don't know. As far as just the older school of wrestling and then just them, how stiff they used to wrestle, pause. Like, they were fucking ridiculous. Like, Scott Steiner kind of calmed down from that. But Scott, you talk about Graps, bro. Scott Steiner will be in your Graps Hall of Fame. We gonna watch a Steiner Brothers match from back in the day now. So you just did it. See, look at you. You done did it now.
That's a bet, man. That's a bet. If there's something for me there, then I'll let you know that there's something for me.
He was the first one doing Frankensteiners. How he did them. He's big as shit back then. He wasn't like this. He wasn't big like this, but he was still big as fuck. Like even in the early 90s. What are they? What the fuck? The Giant is currently on the 3rd top rope. Wow.
I remember he did the fucking missile drop kick. I remember that.
Man.
He never, I think he's done that less than 10 times in his entire career.
Yeah, man. His poor hip. Jesus.
Like his poor body. Fuck just the hip.
Oh, yeah. This is why, I don't know. This Big Show slimmed down now.
Superiorly slimmed down.
Yeah, he slimmed down now.
Good for him, dude.
He kind of has to. Like, he's too big, like just frame wise. Like you gotta.
Yeah, his knees were going bad, weren't they?
Correct. Yes. And so Rick Steiner, after that humongous mistake by the Giant, takes over, pins him, wins. Now Rick Steiner is going to now wrestle Scott Steiner per the stipulation set earlier in the evening. Now Scott is rolling all around. I'm sure some shenanigans are about to ensue because NWO. Yep. So, yeah, let's get silly. It's coming very soon.
Yeah. See, we can. Come on, start the match. Let's go. All right.
Shouldn't have smoked that Marlboro 100, Big Show. It's bad carving.
All right, so they try to walk away, and I didn't even see fucking Rick get out of the damn ring.
That older brother energy.
Right?
Nah, he ain't gonna embarrass me. I'm gonna get something off. Somebody
leave him with something. All right, so now this will separate the little 5-minute match that him and his brother have.
Yep. Getting
overall,
a
little
ridiculous.
Steiners. Wow.
It's a lot of Steiner math, brother.
Oh,
motherfucker just called a timeout.
Timeout. Please pause.
You know his brother about to beat the shit out of him.
That was the best hit I've seen like tonight.
That's one thing I love about when like brothers wrestle. They be really laying it into each other because they know each other. I
always say best friends, they have the best matches, bro. Every time.
It's true. It's a very good point.
Versus Irish, these two big ass niggas having a match.
All right.
His back of his singlet say "bite me." That's funny.
Yeah. Shout out to his son.
Oh, IHOP. Okay. I thought we were getting an IHOP moment.
No, I think Rick Steiner has like 4 or 5 different finishes he could do.
It's too close to the ropes, fam.
Yeah, come on,
Rick. Too close to the ropes, fam.
Even little Nature's like, come on, dude.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Come on.
You're right, exactly.
You know this.
For real.
All right, so now it's just beating them up.
Yep.
Killing time.
Getting their win back. Now Scott Steiner's really wrestling.
No, just oiling up, going out there, throwing a few moves, selling it. Be all right.
Stiff ass clotheslines. Yeah, looks like he's really laying shots in on his brother.
I'm telling you, man, some of the old school cats, they really know how to make these shots like lay in there, make them shits look realistic every single time. Like I can't remember who I was watching not too long ago, but that shit looked devastating when he was giving them them damn punches.
I believe that, man. It's yeah, because he beat the shit out of your brother. It's not gonna. Nobody's gonna get mad or. Ooh, man,
what was that?
Slam. See, man, that's brother shit.
Oh, that looked like so improvised, yet like
not.
Yeah, exactly. That was like so weird. God, having these two niggas as biological brothers would be hell.
Now we got Bill Clinton, masked gentleman in a suit, beating the crap out of WCW security. Now, said man in said Bill Clinton suit is got a microphone from Stevie Ray, member of the NWO B Team, folks. B Team, New World Order. Now this guy, man, Lil Nate selling it. Charles Robinson sold that. Then we see, man, now we see the man behind the mask is none other, coming back for sloppy seconds, Buff the Stuff Bagwell. Oh, I thought he was about to get real weird.
Bro, man. Like, why does he have to use Lil Nature's hand to count the damn pin? Like,
no clue, but somehow Rick Steiner kicked out off of the dead arm. Charles Robinson tried to count the 3.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say it was Charles, but I mean, it was just his hand. That motherfucker is out right now.
Oh, yeah. That's all it takes, man.
The ref bumps. I always love refs are fucking paper in wrestling.
Yes.
Look, drags him right out of the corner again. Fucking cartoon Weekend at Bernie's a referee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Why did I never see that on the original walkthroughs? He just dumped him out.
He threw him out like a bag going into fucking on the check-in bag like you got to have going on the little
fucking
thingamajig.
Jesus Christ. Just tossed him into that hole.
Right. A little conveyor belt thing. Bulldog. Hey,
got it.
We just legitimately have Rick Steiner win 2 matches, one of which the tag team titles by himself.
Some MJF shit.
So that said, man, as we kind of recap or cap this, why Rick? Why did they give Rick all of this rub as like redemption from NWO? There's somebody just them testing some stuff out. I mean, there's a lot of young guys that could have went to for that spot. That's why I asked that.
I guess story. I don't
Maybe
know.
not a ton. I should rewrite that. Everybody ain't WWE. They can just do all those things all at once. I get that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know about a ton of dudes, but there was definitely some. I mean, I wouldn't have did fucking Rick Steiner personally, but some other person, you know, some other creative might have really fucked with the idea. So hey, so be it.
100%, man. So we go right into the watch along match number 2. We gonna fast forward it through all the promo stuff. We got the homies. Oh, you can show entrances for sure.
No, okay, we can.
Yeah, because there's some funny entrances, at least of one of the participants. So, like I said, the homies wrestling each other, kind of having a fallout. It'd be none other than the bad guy himself, Scott Hall, versus the coolest guy that was constantly being told how cool he is while he walked down the aisle, be Kevin Nash. So, yes, in this little bubble of time, this is when they were trying to mesh reality with art, so to speak. Art being used very loosely, in lack of better term, for wrestling.
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about this storyline here. So they're making it, and it might be really happening in the back as well. That's why they lean into it. Scott Hall is just a drunk coming to work. So they're like, hey, let's make him a drunk really. And we got him on TV. Like, it's going to be pretty dope. So, like, with that being said, as we know, Scott Hall had his demons, guys. It's well documented.
Oh, yes.
Said demons, with that being said, that he's having there, being made fun of. What's your thoughts as he gets done walking down the aisle?
Kind of weird. I mean, I guess he's got to be really comfortable with it, or like at least controlling it if he's going to put it into a wrestling gimmick, kind of.
Right.
I feel like you got to be really strong. Like, I mean, the biggest example that I would know of is Jeff Hardy. Literally having, you know, well, I mean, the alcohol wasn't real, but figuratively, alcohol thrown at him and talked about so much on the screen and all that. knowing that man is an actual recovering alcoholic. I think it was him, and then I think something else happened with like Jake Roberts.
Thank you. I was gonna say we might as well get into it. Yeah, it's well documented on the SummerSlam '96 episode when Jake the Snake fought Jerry the King Lawler, or how insensitive Jerry Lawler was being. Literally, they poured an entire bottle of Jim Beam over his head. I was just like, wow, and this is fresh to Jake Roberts' like attempts to try to be sober. So I can only imagine where that put a guy just walking around smelling like Jim Beam all day. Like, Jesus.
That pissed me off. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fight somebody at that point.
Yeah, and you're gonna want a shot of it too at that point, especially if somebody dumped all over here. You might as well come for the whole thing. So yes, match kicks off. But yeah, those are examples of that kind of stuff happening. Real art imitating life, so to speak. And another better example than what they were doing here with Scott Hall throwing up during promos or matches, slurring his words, making it quite obvious. I couldn't imagine if I was trying to watch this live in a living color. I was on the USA Network at this point in time, a little more than this. My mom saw this type of stuff being depicted, so I wonder how she would have felt about it, but
yeah.
I digress.
No, I digress.
Well, she probably wouldn't have said much when I think about it, man. I'm not gonna make it like my mom would. Like, I couldn't just watch anything, but like we were watching stuff like South Park very early age, like because we grew up with like that shit. Come on, we were in like 5th grade, I want to say. So yeah, when the show first dropped.
Yeah, you got to think that was I'm 10 plus or 10 younger on you, so wouldn't even
I understand
about any of that shit.
It's understandable. Nobody expected you to be the X right there.
Oh, hey, drunk ass Scott Hall is choking out Nash with, what is that, camera cord wire?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good old extreme graps.
Right. Oh, well, I won't call this extreme, but I'll call this pretty rough graps there, brother.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
That's fair.
Just fucking God, why don't they both get out of their entrance attire and get ready to fucking fight? Like, I don't understand that.
I don't either. This is hilarious.
Oh, is this when he cuts a promo during the shit too?
I believe so. Yes, it is. Definitely cutting a promo right now.
Hey yo.
And Kevin Nash is jacked up. Yikes.
Oh yeah, he threw liquor in his shit. And flips the mic back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, stumbling back to the ring. Love the tassels on Nash's pants.
Oh yeah, always a great touch from Diesel on. Now we got, who's this ref coming in? I've never seen this guy in my life.
Now these shots look nice.
I wouldn't trust that ref. Yeah, Scott Hall's laying in some shots. That was a great working punch.
Yeah. Oof. Kevin Nash could sell them shits though.
Fair enough. Yes. Storytelling.
Shots were too. Oh, look at that, stumbling and shit. See, but the one with this one, I know this match is like more narrative than anything. The wrestling is there, but I'm not really looking for Scott Hall and Kevin Nash matches in 98, unfortunately.
Facts. I feel that.
Oh, they're already going for that weak ass ref bump. Look at that.
All right. He was gonna sell it and he was like, I can't sell that.
Right? Like,
Let me chill.
Graze me, man.
I'm no Lil Nate flopping around like a dead fish. When a wrestler looks at her. Oh man.
Can't even get him pushed away in time. Oh, he said come back. Look at that. That is one thing. If these two motherfuckers can't put on like a banger ass match, they're gonna actually get some good story in there for you. I said, come on. What's with the whole thing of not fighting back? Is it like
I don't know. This
the original
gang
Kane
life.
and Undertaker deal?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
And that's so weird to have Scott in this position too.
Yeah,
the dude's
it's-
supposed to be drunk.
Yeah, it's all awkward, man. Like I said, this would have me feeling uncomfortable knowing what he was going through. If you were watching it behind the scenes, like, oh, we about to just bring this to the main front because we've done that so much in the past. In WCW, like, it's like, why did he? Like, it doesn't seem with good intent. Like, it's just kind of like why? It's like it's just like for exposure. So I don't know. Doesn't seem for kids. That's how it's has, but is what it is.
5, 6. Look at the dramatic. Oh, look at that. Back and forth. This was always a cliche that I didn't really like in older wrestling.
Man, this is playing out like a grudge match though. It's a lot of just punching.
That's usually what it is. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of narrative, shitloads of punching, but at least Scott
Tons
is
of
making these
storytelling,
punches look fucking great. I'll have to say. That looked nasty.
Yeah.
See, I even personally forgot who won this. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I know who wins, but still. Look at a little comeback. That nigga Kevin Nash hates wrestling for real.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Was this over 10 minutes?
What am I doing in this match? I'm trying to... Okay, yep, that falls into the 5 moves I do. Yep, send the check. I'll be there.
With a jackknife.
Damn.
Oh, he tore off the shirt and said, "Come on, bitch." He pulled your card. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back in there. Someone told me Scott Hall was a white guy. Is that true?
Absolutely true.
Like just straight up a white guy. That's it. Wow.
Yep.
You know, if
He was not only that, he was in AWA forever before he came to WWF.
Don't think I've ever watched an AWA match.
Yeah.
That's American Wrestling Association. Yeah.
I get that.
You want to do a BA show on an AWA special?
If only if it's one of them terrible Wrestle Rock shows that they used to release.
Oh God, that's
the only thing I would do. Oh yeah. And they they did it behind the beat for the Super Bowl Shuffle when the '85 Bears won the title. So yeah, it's I get it. Congrats, man. It's just Oh man, slapping the shit. Slapping the shit.
Slapping his fucking shoulder.
Just doing drunk stuff. Like, it's such a weird match, but it deserved to be talked about just because of the weird circumstances around it. Got this alleged drunk getting literally gaslit on that, like during the match.
Yeah. And he's just trying to beat some love into him. That's all. You just need to lay off the shit. You don't want to lay off the shit. That's fine. I gotta beat your ass, man. Like, you don't want to listen to me. You gonna listen to these hands.
I can't argue any of that.
But like you said, slow, methodical wrestling. I mean, even if we sit here, we could go 10.
I'm surprised these dudes are putting on a match like this.
I'm just saying, look, the timestamp I think that finally ends it is that doesn't tell me the timestamp. But you got some stuff to go over here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, because he ends up what it probably looks like ends up happening is Hall burns out, Nash takes over. Kind of sets up from there what the tone of it is. Bigger brother beating little brother's ass. What are you doing, bro? What'd you think you was doing?
Yep.
Look at him slapping him. And then he's still throwing straight shots. Yeah. You a bitch. That's what you
Right. called him out from down.
Facts, right?
Interestingly booked match. I wonder if somebody's injured.
Why you say that?
It's because it's this. Like, look at this, dude. This is like a Scott Hall and Kevin Nash match. This looks very, very sports entertaining. I'm calling sports entertainment here, brother.
Oh,
this ain't graps.
This
is absolutely not graps. You got these dudes acting like they're 120 years old. Not the graps.
I feel that. I feel that. Not the graps. All right, so almost all of the card is graps except for Hall and Nash.
Mhm.
Is he finally gonna give him a jackknife?
We hope. Oh, he flipped the hair. He pulled the hair out. That's number one of his moves. It's one of Nash's moves. The hair flip. Here's your jackknife. Yep. Ladies are going crazy.
Yep, you can hear it.
Now he's making fun of him. Mocking his drinking addiction. What a jackknife.
That thing looks so sloppy and so well executed. That's weird.
Kevin Nash is like the king of, like, look at him just being late, making lazy look cool. Shout out to Dub. No wonder that must be a Michigan thing.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Nash loves not doing work too. It still gets paid. Yep, I'm about to say it gets fucking paid for it. Nash definitely wrote a couple chapters in that book during this time frame around negotiating and stuff. So none of that just yet, as far as I know. But as far as match goes, that was a crazy looking jackknife because it looked like he just could have dropped him almost, but he like threw him and dropped back. So
when I first saw it, I thought he was gonna go like all the way back and injure his neck, bro. Like, whoa, why did you just drop him like that? That's
scary
so
stuff.
Messed up.
Right.
Look, he's doing it again too. Okay, that one was much more controlled.
All right.
He could have broke his back.
Yeah.
Fucking the brain calling that shit. Do we get out of here? What do we do?
Bro, get back.
Yeah. Oh, we get him across.
Oh, man.
God.
Suck it from Kevin Nash.
And then leaves.
Bleeding over from the other channel. Those guys love talking about their WW at the time friends.
It's the modern day version of the Elite, bro. Or the modern day version of them is the Elite.
That's some kind of like next level mind explosion stuff there for sure. Weird. I'm done. I can't think about that.
Hey, don't think about it too hard. It's okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. So that being said, Scott Hall wins via count out.
Man. Okay, Scott Hall won in the record books.
No,
Kevin Nash was the winner of that bout.
1,000%.
Respect wise, outcome wise,
All right,
going over brother wise, everything.
all of it.
Nasty jackknife on that one, or two of them technically.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be the Bret Hart hater today. Bret Hart and
you got
Sting.
it.
Bret Hart and Sting is on this card.
Mm-hmm.
We will not be watching it. I do not enjoy Bret Hart matches. Bret Hart matches are slow.
Speak for yourself.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
Hey, I saw. There's a tweet I made earlier that might piss you off. It had 4 wrestlers.
Oh no!
It was listed. It was like, rank these 4 wrestlers. It was Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, and Will Ospreay. And then I said, I've never seen a Bret Hart match that excited me as much as a Will Ospreay match. So
I mean, that's apples and that's steakhouse versus McDonald's. Can't compare it. It's not.
I know Will Ospreay is a nice filet mignon, and you can get Bret Hart anywhere. I got you, bro.
I'd align Bret Hart more with like a ribeye or something, man. He's still a valuable piece to your locker room if you want to pay him to be back there. But he makes a lot of people feel guilty that are back there because they all did stuff to him one way or the other, good or bad. I'm sure.
Most likely,
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yes, I am skipping the Bret Hart and Sting match for the WCW United States title. It's a 15-minute fight too, which is wild. 15 minutes. Sting and Bret Hart go 15 minutes for this thing.
None of it makes sense. Speaking of giving this away in this fashion on the mid card, this is a match people will talk about all the time. Sharpshooter versus Scorpion Deathlock. Like, come on, man.
It's so weird. So weird.
That's why I find it hard to believe, like, as much as we make fun of for Tony for being a mark, these are the things he be missing. Like, I feel like most marks would catch. Like, it's more of those types of, like, egregious, like, decisions he be making. Like, were you taking anything into consideration?
No, because Eric Bischoff isn't a mark.
Fair enough.
He likes to hang with the boys and seems like, he's
part
the one. Yeah. Eric Bischoff ain't no wrestling mark. Part of the crew, one of the boys, exactly. That's Bischoff. Oh God, look at I hate this entrance music so much.
Oh yeah, the WCW Bret Hart thing was a travesty. Like I don't align any of my fandom of Bret Hart with this whole WCW run.
I don't even recognize he was in WCW.
You shouldn't. He doesn't either. He wouldn't if he wasn't getting paid.
Exactly. And then, I mean, the match itself with Sting is just, it's slow. It's boring. Yeah. It's dry. It's plain. Like, what did Roman say? It's like missionary every night. It's just,
yeah, I can hear that from Bret Hart. But Bret Hart's like, if I'm gonna do missionary and I'm gonna be the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be that did it. And I was listening to Auntie Hoots, aka Natty, talking about on Chris Van Vliet's show, the allure of Bret Hart now versus when he was an active wrestler, like kind of like how the pedestal he's put on. Because I wouldn't call his matches boring. They're sound technical matches. They're just not exciting. Like they're not like super like flippity dippity crazy shit. But if you know graps and you appreciate storytelling, Bret Hart can at least do the graps. Storytelling's gotten better over the years, but the graps for sure. Gotta give it a chance.
I'll give you that. I'm not saying he's a trash wrestler. I just watching his matches, I'm not entertained. I'm not entertained. I'm sorry.
Have to put Steiner Brothers and Bret Hart now on that list too of matches that I gotta further educate you on why folks put the matches up, which I'm sure you know, but you gotta watch it with the homie. I could give you some different perspective.
I gotta see it firsthand, watch the whole thing instead of clips, stuff like that. Most definitely.
Very much the same way.
But yes, we've spent enough time on this slow, methodical match. Yep. So weirdly enough, we're gonna hop into my God, hold on, let me make sure my notes are right. A 1998 Ultimate Warrior match.
Yes, we here. Oh boy, yes, we are here.
Okay.
The founder and author of everything One in the Warrior Nation, Warrior, aka the Austin Warrior, aka Jim Helwig, aka all sorts of weird stuff. And then we get, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he's like doing his thing. He's not wrestling for a match, but hey, second billing ain't bad either, brother. As far as this is the almost main event match, basically. So with that being said, should we give a timestamp on these matches as we start them at the ramp and stuff, or no?
Well, if you want to see Ultimate Warrior have a weird entrance, 2 hours, 37 minutes, 10 seconds.
Fair enough. I shouldn't sell this awful behavior.
This just looks like a shell of what he used to be, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he's just, when he runs down to the eye, he just does not look like the same man.
It legitimately looks like a different dude in face paint, like that's trying to act like him.
Yeah. That used to be a rumor growing up.
Wasn't it like he was Kerry Von Erich or something like that? I can't remember.
That's hilarious, but that tracks too. Maura Brown, they used to say when he died or whatever, when Austin Warrior died, they used to always, like, that was an early rumor. Like when he vanished from wrestling, they said he died type stuff.
I heard that he died and they replaced him with someone else. And like there's two original, like the real original Warriors and things like that.
Wrestling folklore.
That. I have heard that. I can believe it because the dude wrestles different. The aura is just different.
One Warrior Nation.
I mean, shit, even Hulk Hogan is... Even Hulk Hogan's aura is more entertaining and shit than this, man. So
Yeah. I don't know. There ain't enough tanning beds in the U.S. to hold these two down, brother. As they get closer on each other.
Yeah, and I guess
on this match, and to the point as the wise man is going through this match, he's like clicking around because there's about literally 6 minutes of posing and posturing, and I'm not taking my jacket off first. You take off your bandana. I'm not taking my bandana off, brother. You better take that stupid fucking jacket off. Like that happened for at least
quite a minute.
6 to 7 minutes.
They still haven't lined up yet. There's been no,
Has the bell rang?
The bells rang.
Oh yeah, this match is going right now then for sure. Now they're dancing in circles and finally a tie up.
Finally a tie up. Jesus Christ. All right.
Hogan's like, I'm getting my offense in, brother. You're not gonna do this to me. Damn it. The leg will drop. The leg will drop. And Warrior here, who leading up to this is being depicted as, like, speaking of ghosts, he's like the ghost of Hulk Hogan's past. He's the one he has never been able to bury, so to speak, on his way through the reign of Hollywood terror that he's been on in this whole WCW run up to this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, as far as Terry, like Terry goes, I'm just watching.
Yeah, get back in the ring, hold his head
right?
And shit like that. I love NWO Hollywood Hogan chicken shit heel stuff. It's classic.
Talking crap to fans.
Always
love it. He's trying to figure out how to deal with this Ultimate Warrior business. Calm, collected himself. You don't see people calm themselves down like this these days. Proud of what I've said.
But and Hogan had built. He's like anticipation. Like, make him wait.
Fair.
I was gonna say, and the Warriors' entrance was at what 2 hours 37 minutes. It's 2 hours 42. So it's been 5 minutes, and barely any wrestling, brother. Barely any wrestling has happened.
What you gonna do with Hollywood Hogan? Sprays paint spray on you. That was words, man, and they're hard.
English can't English.
Yep, kicking my ass. Jesus, what are we doing here, guys? Jesus, this is ridiculous on so many levels of just the word.
And if you're wondering why we haven't been talking about wrestling, they're not wrestling.
Yet.
They're not doing anything.
I give you this though. We might have got a real tie up for now before it turns into another fucking restaurant. What would you say sold you on outside of the stuff we talk about as far as just Hulk Hogan being just that dude at this point in time? Look at him. He's manhandling the Ultimate Warrior right now. This does not seem of Hogan's ilk at this stage of his career to be doing this kind of stuff.
On a different level in this stage of his career. If Hogan didn't want it to happen, it wasn't happening. If Hogan did want it to happen, you better do it or that's your ass, and they'll find someone else and dress them up like you to get the job done.
Makes sense from that perspective. So, yeah, man, it's as I'm looking at this song, like, it's just like it makes you beg the question, like whose idea was this? Was this Eric Bischoff? I mean, I know Hogan had something to do with it. It wouldn't have happened if he wasn't he had at least some creative control over how this is going to go down.
This was probably Bischoff's idea, and then the outcome was Hogan's idea. I can see that happening.
I'm sure they tag team back again, stuff like just like that. As far as like you worry about this, brother, I worry about that.
Essentially,
yeah.
Essentially,
so
I worry about who's going over and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think Hogan could have taken another loss to the Warrior legitimately.
Nah, he would have been. He would have went crazy.
Oh, look at this. Warrior's coming back to his feet. All right, so it is how long into this match? 2 hours, 44 minutes, and we've gotten a lockup, a headlock, and now we are in a test of strength.
Still, this is so 80s.
Oh God, yes. I was like, bro,
so
this is shit for like live crowds, bro.
Correct.
Okay, finally we're out. Nope, more twisting arms, Irish whips. Okay, is that all we're doing? And the match is on the outside. So
yeah, this is. I mean, for this to be what it was supposed to be, like, I think people had unfair expectations I think that some people were more predatory about as this happened and it went down.
When you line up Hogan and the Warrior, that's on paper, that's supposed to be great.
Right, selling WrestleMania 6 vibes and stuff happening in Vegas. I get that half of it. I completely get that half of it.
But man, did this underdeliver.
I can definitely say this was not a good. It was like it's outside of the characters themselves just being hilarious, and we could talk about definitely Hogan and Warrior for days and weeks. There's not a lot to talk about here. There's no belt on the line. I feel like Hogan plays.
It's pride.
Right, by sacrifice, brother. He plays to his competition as far as what he's doing in the ring. So if he's in there with somebody that really knows graps, he can pull it out. He needs to do some like, you got to get this guy over type stuff and doing a job, having a real conversation. I'm like, that's the kind of stuff. Like, I don't know.
No, trust me, I totally get it, bro. You're right. Trust me. That just tells to the character of him.
Facts.
And we get a ref bump. Look at that. Ref bump.
Of course, none other than Nick Patrick, second ref bump of the night.
God, he looks like the drug dealer from Pineapple Express. When he's
yes, Danny McBride.
Yes,
I think that like every time.
Danny McBride.
The more that mullet goes, the more Danny McBride pops in my mind. And tonight, folks, is Cloudy with a chance of mullet, meaning the man's mullet is huge in this era of wrestling. So yes.
He needs him again. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, that's one of the like the giant showing the fat man jog I used to yell at my players about when I coached football. A certain style of how they go about so
jogging and running movement. Into the cardio and conditioning and things like that.
The fat man, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I know it all too well. Trust me.
Yes, I'm moving, but I'm not. I could walk faster than you're jogging,
but it's technically not a walk,
right? Because I'm moving my shoulders and arms are pumping. Yes,
it's technically
the classic
not a walk.
Fat man. So the giant came out, interfered, in typical heel fashion. Hogan is about to, here we go.
And the referee is out from one single hit.
Yes, so Warrior's trying to pin Hogan, and nobody's counting. I may not have refs left anymore. Who knows? You know, a ref bump takes about 10 minutes from a ref to be able to come anywhere near the wrestling ring in this RPG called Halloween Havoc. So, yeah. He's still able to count to 3 if he can. He's really selling the injury.
Fucking knees to the back. Knees to the back of the Warrior. What do we just give it some just back and forth offense here?
Yeah, it's just now we getting chokes. Like it's just like a lot of just like this pausable stuff right now. Oh, here we go. Hogan took the belt off. Now it's turning into a Hellraiser movie. You got him slapping his back. Now it's just turning like you usually got to pay extra for this kind of stuff, wise man. BDSM action by Hogan choking out Austin Warrior with his NWL weight belt.
Nick Patrick, it's a great show.
Nick Patrick is had enough of Hogan. I think he was just trying to grab him, but it looked like he was scratching his back. This match is getting real weird real quick, folks. Hogan's back for more. Now he's grabbing his face. So much grabbing, so much touching.
The face paint is gone.
It's all strange, man.
Yeah, the face paint is just fucking gone at this point.
Oh yeah.
Weak ass elbow. What the hell is that? What? He just like rolled under him and let me just miss my elbow. Oh God, that was a lazy fall. What are you gonna do, a splash?
Oh
God, I hate 80s wrestlers, dude.
Gotta sell the miss.
There's only so little 80s wrestlers where I'm like, yeah, man, they were really good.
No, I understand. I'm with you there.
All right, so I guess they're up. Hogan wants to feed him some shots. Pause.
Yeah. And he fell over.
Just gets
this
floored
is
from
bad wrestling, bro. Oh God, this is getting weird. Austin Warrior's taking the belt off of Hogan as is on his waist as he lays down.
Yeah,
so many thoughts. Don't want to get canceled. We don't want our work for this episode to go unheard. So I will leave that alone.
I was about to make a weirdly weird comment, but we're gonna save that one. Hogan is down.
Yeah, still.
Oh, he's reaching into. Oh, is this the spot? This is the spot. All right.
Lord. Yep.
So this is arguably the entire spot, the most famous spot for this match.
Put some stuff on a substance. Not what you think. It looks like it should be something cool. Hogan completely botches it because I don't like my own stuff, brother. And fake fireball ensues.
And it was just fucked up. It didn't work.
Correct.
The camera caught the beginning of it from the wrong angle, number one.
Right.
Then number two, another camera came in from the backside angle and caught like a glimpse of it. And then the Warrior just started beating Hogan's ass again.
That's right.
Bad spot. Very bad spot. Chris Jericho throws better fireballs than that.
The Wizard, damn it. Makes sense. On that level.
All right. Outside of the ring, what is he trying to do?
Probably a double axe handle, knowing Ultimate Warrior. My money's on double axe handle.
Double axe handle. Oh, well, is that a double if he ended with just a single?
The arms went up. The intention counts. Execution is debatable.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Low blow, brother.
Yep.
Oh God, what is that? Patented fucking leg drop.
He created it.
Who's that dude's name? I forgot that dude's name.
What, Nick Patrick or the ref or who?
No, not the ref. The baldy that just came down the aisle.
Oh, that'd be Horace Hogan.
There it is. It was his cousin or something like that.
Nephew of Hogan's, son of Hogan's deceased brother. They remind us in every clip. This is the irresponsible behavior of Jim Hellwood, guys. It's about to get real weird.
Oh my God. Now Bischoff is out here. Horace.
Of course.
Chair shot.
This is silly.
Some NWO.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Look at that.
Wow,
and Hogan wins the match.
Shocker. Hogan gets his get
back.
Hogan
went over?
I don't know why they needed 5 people to beat up on Old Man Warrior. But here we are. Hulk Hogan, folks. Your winner. And this grudge match? Question mark.
Was this really anything? It was just a singles match. Like,
it did nothing outside of just. I can't do the storage thing there. So I don't know. There's nothing.
What's he about to do? They turn him on after this one? Oh no, they're cool?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He passed the test, as Mike today said.
I mean, he did feed him the chair shot. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's got some stitches in his dome. Oh, they were gonna burn him? Is it the burning angle?
Yep. Wow.
That would have been funny to see. You can't pull that shit off like you can now. All right, well, they don't burn Ultimate Warrior, so
yeah, I was about to say this match sucked. I can't even talk about it, man. It's funny because of the context, but whatever.
No, they
on
suck.
To the main event. Good old DDP versus Mr. 100 and whatever the fucking Goldberg.
Is he like 182-0 or something?
Oh, well, don't worry. The broadcaster will remind us shortly. 182 sounds about right at this stage in the game. So, yep. So, DDP, the man of the people, doing what he do.
Now, I know this was, you were old enough to be watching it at this time. Were you watching this one live or no?
This particular one live? No, I did not watch this particular one live. The year before I did, but not this one. And glad I did it because of stuff that happened during this time frame. Those of us that were around watching probably remember watching this particular match, and maybe you saw it on a Nitro. That's because that's exactly what they did. Something around like just them going too long in the night. They cut them off at 11. I don't think the match was even in the ring yet at that point in time. So
they didn't get any of the match like at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, so in an effort because they felt bad for people, they gave the main event away for free on Nitro. Used to love doing stuff like that, just giving away opportunities to create revenue from content.
Why not?
Right, exactly. Why the F not? So Goldberg is now getting ready to come out. He gets his big grand entrance with the security escort as they look like they need Goldberg versus they need he needs them type shit.
Right.
Man, that's the big Goldie I love. That bitch is sexy. Goddamn. Sorry.
They put it on fucking Goldberg for so long.
Man, it was on him for a minute. I used to have an action figure of him with that big gold belt on it. I was a Goldberg head growing up. I was too ignorant. I was too ignorant to the non-graphical nature of Bill Goldberg's gimmick. I was just here for the spears and chaos. That was it.
Okay.
But
hey, good explanation.
Oh yeah, there's reasons behind my madness. I don't just like stuff to just like it. Like, there's a reason.
As long as it's walk to the damn ring.
Right, man. Fucking theme song on loop.
Such a basic theme song, but it works so well.
Oh, 100%.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got like 7 or 8 niggas around him right now.
Right.
Are you even scared, bro?
You can't be. Like, what's the point? It just looks cool, I guess. I always wondered that. I was like, he this big bad motherfucker. Why does he need security? I was like, oh, maybe it's for other. What sold it to me was like, maybe it's not for him. It's for the people that he's around in case he got to get crazy with somebody.
It's to help y'all and protect y'all, not me.
Correct.
Type shit.
Right. Definitely see that. Yeah, that big Odie look nice.
Wonder how these shits didn't burn, bro.
That's crazy. And he would inhale it too, right? There it is. So that's not good for the lungs, but whatever.
I would not imagine it is. 291.5.
Wow.
Fucking love that belt, man.
It's classic.
154. There it is. I thought it was like 184. It's 154.
154.
I was 30 short, which with Goldberg, that's really not that much.
I believe it.
But really in this one, the big part about this match that kind of surprised me, it's a 10-minute Goldberg match.
Yeah. He didn't
usually,
get blown up.
What's the average Goldberg match you're usually seeing? 3 minutes?
3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5,
typically,
yeah.
I'd say. I don't know. Maybe he ain't with it no more, which I doubt. Maybe it's probably more what you said around just like people. As far as you're talking about like the Goldberg aspect of him.
Short matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get the entrance, yell, a couple punches.
I feel
spear.
like on pay-per-views, and we'd have to check this out as we go through watch-alongs. I feel like the pay-per-views, you didn't get the quick squash that you would get on Nitro or Thunder from Goldberg. Like, he was always Mr., like, to your point, that script of the match. Like, you don't get that against DDP, but DDP's different. He's one of the top baby faces at the time. So you're not gonna just squash him. But they also don't want to yeah, you don't want to destroy the monster either. So it's tough, man. They had no choice but to do what they did with Goldberg. But I don't think, like, and I could be wrong on this, a lot of his pay-per-view wrestling match, they were a little longer than the 3 to 5 minute window just because they kind of had to be. Because pay-per-view timing and shit, but...
Yep, trust me, I understand. You see how multiple of wrestling companies have had to buy overages and fuck up because of timings and things like that.
Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely.
Okay, hey, it spills out into the ringside instead of, just straight ass whoopings inside the ring.
All right.
Different for what Goldberg usually offers me.
Yeah. DDP was so over, man.
I could tell. I love doing his taunts and revenge.
Oh yeah, facts. Same. Yeah, this is a time. This is probably the hottest DDP ever got as far as like him being over. Because I mean, this WCW's only around for so much longer than they just destroy him in WWE with that stupid stalker gimmick, man. So it's just like he went out so unceremoniously.
I hate that damn stalker gimmick. Oh my god,
awful, stupid.
I talk about it every time we bring up DDP. That gimmick is the worst thing they could have ever did to that man's career, and I will never forgive WWE for that bullshit.
Facts.
Was that Goldberg using a submission? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who the fuck required him to put on a match? This man using fake outs and breathers and fucking holds and all types of shit.
Oh, yeah. This. Oh, man. It don't stop in that regard. I don't know why I thought that. I know I thought this was a cage match at first. When I started thinking about this pay-per-view, I was like, another cage, another problem. But no, this first year they don't have a cage at Hollywood Havoc. It's some time.
No cage here, brother.
Yep. Oh yeah, so now they're finally back in the ring. Did the bell ring yet?
Bell ring a while ago, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just curious about that time slot of how long this match lasts.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Gimmick versus reality type stuff.
Uh-huh.
So.
Nah, I totally get that one.
Yeah.
Great chain wrestling in a Goldberg match.
Yeah, he was trolling big in this in Kirby matches.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Will you stop? Nigga hit jackhammer. Look at that weight distribution on bring down time. Like, bro, stop. I do not want all these analytics on my freaking life like that, man.
No.
Or my wrestling.
That's not living, brother.
Oh, God, that was a nasty leg sweep.
Yeah. Yes, it was, Shivani. Very close.
Yeah, I still watch Shivani or listen to Shivani every week, so I'm used to him.
On What Happened When?
Oh, no, on AEW.
Oh, of course, the Graphs. I thought you were talking about his podcast.
No, the Graphs. I don't listen to his podcast.
What happened when?
Listen to the #1 wrestling podcast in the world. Let me book the territory, but I don't listen.
Damn right.
I don't listen to Tony Schiavone's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't listen to anybody else before you listen to us, people. We got all the fun, all the news. So now another hold, but to the point of probably the time slot, they needed these holds to get him through. Goldberg, that is.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
that is essential.
No, like,
you can't. He ain't no Kenny Omega ass nigga. He's not just gonna keep going and going and going and going.
Right.
Shit. In all actuality, he looked pretty clocked out, so he's ready to get done.
Yeah, seemed that way. For sure.
That nigga Goldberg worked by the project, not by the hour.
Believe that shit.
But I mean, for 152 streak, I mean, did anybody really believe DDP was going to be the one to break it at Halloween Havoc this year?
I didn't think so. I don't think so. As far as oh man, this is why this weird Goldberg match. But yeah, I don't think so, bro. To answer your question, it's around Halloween Havoc and shit.
Yeah. Fuck that. I don't think anybody was actually thinking he's gonna lose. Oh wow, look
what is happening.
Okay, hold on. Am I?
We just saw Goldberg do a
was that a roll through armbar?
That's exactly what that was.
Who taught him that?
That was strange.
Is that Dean Malenko? No, Dean Malenko.
The man of 1,000 hoes probably would be attested to that, I'm sure. I don't know who else would have taught him. Man. They're putting Goldberg over like he's some sort of literally wrestling machine. Once he starts, he can't stop.
That's what I'm saying. This dude literally kicks people for a living.
Literally.
They saw him do one roll through armbar and they're like, oh my God, get him to the G1.
Right. All right, get him to the power plant. Man, a lot of drama in this match.
You got to play it up when you got slow holds and, you know, a little bit of storytelling and, you know, Bill Goldberg in a match. You kind of have to do some different things and exaggerate a tad bit.
Right.
Oh, is this the whole angle where his arm's fucked and he won't be able to jackhammer him and all this stuff?
Oh, yes. It is exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how's he going to win the match if he can't hit the jackhammer?
Man. I can't wait to... we have like our first like as far as like watch along with this type of stuff. No, we're not. I'm tripping. Don't listen to me. I had a thought and it went away, man.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But if you want to do a watch along of nothing but Bill Goldberg matches, we can definitely do that.
No thanks. I mean, it wouldn't be long. It'd be honestly, you'd probably be able to get a strong hour of BA showing if we did that. If somebody clipped up a bunch of his matches and just ran them. Yeah. 45 minutes to an hour. Tops.
Tops. I'll give it tops.
Now they had a standing 10 count going. Goldberg looking like he just woke up after a hard workout.
Right.
Now is he about to jackhammer him? Is he gonna fight through the pain? He can only has one arm all of a sudden.
Oh no, he has one arm. He can't do it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he can't do it. He's trying to get him over. Oh.
Reversal into a diamond cutter.
The diamond cutter. Man, that move was so fucking fire. Still is.
Dude, I love the diamond cutter.
The way DDP would hit it out of stuff, it was fun. RK, and I appreciate Randy Orton kind of keeping the lineage going through his RKO, making it his own. But a lot of those ideas came from what this guy was doing in the 90s.
DDP, yep.
Yeah. DDP was doing some creative shit with that.
Because it's so plain and dry, just hitting a cutter. But if you could figure out a way to brand the cutter and then hit it at different things, fantastic.
Oh, you winning. By the way, Goldberg just kicked out at 1. instead of the
to the
two
diamond
after
cutter.
that.
To the diamond cutter.
Yes, to the diamond cutter.
Oh, so just for hold on. Let's go back and just rewatch that. Look at that.
All right.
Oh, if my peacock doesn't want to act stupid now. But for those of you that didn't know, he attempted basically a suplex, and Goldberg then takes DDP and flips him out of that suplex into a jackhammer.
Wow.
And you know what happens when Goldberg hits a jackhammer in WCW?
Oh, that's a match.
That's the match.
Oh yeah.
So
Time to go home.
in a 10-minute 7-star Meltzer in the Tokyo Dome Classic, Goldberg has defeated DDP to retain his big gold belt before the BBO.
Yes.
All the way in 96.
So she was going live.
This is wait, is this the grandmama or is this the mama? I can't remember.
This is Mama.
This is okay, this is Mama Sheena's right now. So Goldberg's got Mama Sheena.
Yep. Steph got the Sheena. Yeah, there it goes. So Goldberg retains. Last match on the card. People that saw it at least didn't wait till Nitro.
Yeah,
so,
people that were lucky enough.
Right. So yeah, that was. I mean, that's Halloween Havoc '98, man. So we get a lot of hodgepodge of different matches, man. A bunch of like the matches we watched along. I guess I'll start there. My biggest thing I take away from the watch along matches was, again, I feel like we talk about this almost on a weekly basis when it comes to these types of brands, is the undercard and midcard was so much doper than what was being given to us as what we should care about to buy this pay-per-view.
Exactly. They've always had, I feel like WCW was really bad about this. They were so bad about advertising what was actually hot and what would get, people watching. Because like NWO, cool, but you're not going to advertise the fact that, Disco has 2 matches in one night.
The Ballad Disco, baby.
The freaking Jericho and Raven segment. I mean, great. Even Alex Wright and Fit Finlay, not 2 wrestlers where I'm like super keen on watching all their work.
No.
But as far as the actual match they put on, great.
And then purpose, nice little 5-minute match.
And again, Disco Inferno. Almost 2 classics in one night with Kidman and fucking Hoovy. Yep. Billy Kidman and Hoovy. Like, who would have thought Disco Inferno was going to put on really good matches with Billy Kidman and Hoovy? Outside of Bret Hart and Sting, the undercard on this pay-per-view far outshines the main card.
Yeah, man.
Far.
Yeah. And I can attest it to one thing, on top of just the obvious of just the main players at this time frame, but the fact that how NWO was booked versus the rest of the company. Like, all them dudes are sitting fat and top at the card, whereas like all the other workers and stuff begin in the mid, which is fine. But guys notice that kind of stuff. Like, Jericho seems very like understanding of that stuff and didn't appreciate at the time. So it just alienates your locker room when you see that kind of stuff. But I digress heavily. I'm gonna give my letter grade, and I'm gonna hear what you got to say, wise man. I'm gonna give Halloween Havoc. This is very average to me, man. Give it just a flat C.
Wow, that's pretty low.
It a C. Giving it a C, man.
That's pretty low. I can't justify giving it a C just because we had, out of 12 matches, Jericho and Raven, good. Wrath and Mane, average. Disco and Hoovy, good. Alex Wright and Fit Finlay, good. Saturn and Lowy, kind of ass, can't lie. Kidman and Inferno, good. Steiner, both technical matches, good.
Right.
Hall and Nash, good. Hart and Sting, stinker. Hogan and Warrior, stinker, but good in the wrong way. And then Goldberg and DDP, arguably, from what I've seen, I haven't seen many long Goldberg matches. This is one of the best Goldberg matches I've seen. There was actually there's actual storytelling in it. He's actually looked like he was, vulnerable for a little bit. He went 10 plus minutes in a match. Took a couple diamond cutters, got a one kick out. Whole story with his arm being injured. This is one of the best things I've seen Goldberg do. I can't even lie.
It's crazy to me, man.
So if I had to give it, I'll give it a B-. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give it a B- all day.
That's fair.
I'll give this one a B- all day.
If I had to live in that world, I'd accept it. I wouldn't be too thrilled about it, but I'd be okay with the B- in this scenario. Wouldn't be mad at it. So yeah, I mean, as far as this good old trip in the DeLorean, that's Halloween Havoc, 1998. As far as things that we can try to just kind of summonate as far as Halloween Havocs go. Now you've seen 2. Wise man, I want to hear your opinion. Like, I always like to tap in with you on this kind of stuff. It's because you watched it and you weren't there live watching it. Like,
yeah,
which I mean, I kind of know my answer to this. What was like in your opinion, like which was the more entertaining Halloween Havoc in your opinion?
Oh, the more entertaining one? Well, I mean, take away Ray and Eddie from 97 and 97 doesn't have anything that's going to hold a candle to 98 as far as entertainment wise.
That's fair.
The opening segment, Jericho and Raven, entertaining as hell. Let me see what else we have here. The whole thing with Disco, both matches, entertaining. Steiner and NWO stuff, entertaining. Hall and Nash, entertaining. Hogan and Warrior, entertaining for the wrong reasons. Goldberg and DDP, entertaining. So and good graps. Not even just sports entertained. Some of these were really good wrestling. Like DDP, really good wrestler. Now Goldberg couldn't keep up a lot of the times. It happens. The Steiners, decent wrestling. The tag team match that pursued before the Steiners, all right wrestling. Alex Wright and Fit Finley, good graps. Kidman and Inferno. This is the only time you're gonna hear me ever say these 2 words with each other.
Oh shit!
Or 3 technically, but Disco Inferno. Tonight he was graps. I'm sorry. He's not sports entertained.
Give that man his flowers.
I will give him his flowers. Tonight, Disco Inferno was the graps. He went 2 matches, total of what? Hoovy and him went 10 minutes, and then him and Billy went another little over 10. So Disco Inferno had over 20 minutes of wrestling on this card.
Insane, man.
It really insane. Out of 12 matches, I don't know how long the actual, broadcast was, but yeah, out of 12 matches, for 2 of them in 20 minutes to be Disco Inferno, you got to have some real trust in him at this point.
Agreed, to say the least, man. To say the least, bro. So there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of interesting things you could draw from this card. But as far as it's that time, man, it's time to get up out. That we lived in this space quite a bit this evening. I'm ready to get up out of October of 1998. Stinks in here. Smells weird. Some time to go, man. So with that being said, as we all know, this has been another episode of The BA Show. So with that being said, Wise man, where can they find you? What you into? What you up to? Let the people know what's going on.
The next couple weeks, not this week, but the following week, you will catch me on Let Me Book the Territory. I'm going to be replacing the Beige Rager. He has some personal business to attend to, so you will be seeing me there. BA Show every other week, Twitter, Fourth Rope. I'm working on getting an Instagram up for, just my grap stuff. So y'all don't have to see, me and my kids and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, you'll see me Let Me Book the next couple weeks and then here back on the BA Show in another 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. Booking out the calendar. There's nothing wrong with that.
I feel that.
As you already know, just like I always say on all these pod ways, y'all can't find me individually anywhere. You never will, unless it's personally, as you know me, where I reside. You can come and talk to me anytime. That's why I prefer to communicate. Not over these social media streets, but you can find this conglomerate. Let Me Book the Territory, which this show is represented under at Let Me Book Pod, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or I should say X. Right, X vids. I feel so weird always saying that. And then also, as you know, letmebookpod.com, home of our content, everything, merch.
Only Slam shirt.
Yes, the good old Only Slam shirt. Make your friends and family think you going insane.
Link in
Not
bio.
insane. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that type of work, but I'm sure if you come from a more traditional family, they're gonna have some questions. Make them think. Make them ask some questions. Make them do some Google searches. Go get you Only Slam shirt. And then also on top of that, go grab a sticker, grab a mug. Support your local podcast, man. Support your favorite local podcast. Merch updates coming on there. All sorts of stuff about to happen here soon. A lot of content drops that we haven't done in the past. A lot of experimentation, not like the bad kind, the good stuff that we're gonna be giving, just to give y'all more content, give y'all more of us. So off my let me book the territory soapbox, off into these streets, ducking out the DeLorean, and as I duck out, I gotta always say, as we do in closing, in the great words of the illustrious poet of our time, Sean Carter, may the best of your todays please be the worst of your tomorrows, good people. Keep listening, keep supporting, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep letting us know how we're doing, what y'all want to see, what y'all want to listen to. Some point we might take some suggestions. You never know, man. It's an ever-evolving machine. That is the BA Show. So y'all take care. Peace out. Graps at any time. Everything is wrestling. Let this motherfucking madness wash over y'all. Peace out.
All for the graps, baby.
For the grabs. The grappity graps.